Good afternoon. Good Monday afternoon, guys and girls. Rob right here with you. And update. Tomorrow evening we've got college and pro picks for the week. We got Tribe. Tim Tribe fan is not going to be with us tomorrow, so that's going to open up another seat for somebody. If you definitely let me know. Um, and get back in touch with me, and you can come on here live with me. Um, for the week, college. Let's do that first. Tribe went 7-14, not very good. Rob went to 10-11. Harris went 12-9. Keith went 13-8. The pros this week. I went 5-10. Keith went 6-9. John Wise went 6-9. Tim and Harris both went 8-7. So we had a tough week so far. We got to hope. John's hoping for the Chargers tonight. We've all got the Raiders. 3-3-3 is a hell of a batting average. You're right. Speaking of batting average, let's go to tomorrow evening. And the two wild cards. Two wild card games. Yankees at the Red Sox. Yankees at the Red Sox. Garrett Cole and Nate Eovaldi. Um, Garrett Cole definitely has the advantage here. They beat Eovaldi just 12 days ago? About 15 days ago, and they beat him out early in the first 3 or 4 innings. Yankees probably have the small advantage here. Cardinals. Let me update you a little bit on the Cardinals. That 17-game winning streak, they scored in that 17 games, they scored 115 runs. Can you imagine how many runs they gave up in 17 games? We'll let the guys in chat. They scored 115, and how many runs do you reckon they surrendered? Talking about the Cardinals during their 17-game winning streak. Somebody's on 35. Now a little bit more than 35. The Cardinals during their 17-game winning streak, how many runs did they give up? They scored 115. Flip it around, baseball fan. 53 runs. They gave up 53. They outscored their competition by 62 runs. Pretty good deal. But the two toughest pitchers they faced in that 17-game span were Sonny Gray and Marcus Stroman. I mean, yeah, they played Milwaukee. They've had some difficulties. They've had some difficult times. That's why I'm definitely picking the Dodgers to win Wednesday night. I think it's Wednesday night for them. Cardinals at the Dodgers. Wainwright just got an extension given to him. The timing of it's kind of weird because it's right before the playoffs. You would have thought they would have waited till after the playoffs, get the extension done. But nope, they get the playoffs coming now. The extension was done last week. One more year. Wainwright versus Scherzer. I'll take Scherzer over the Cardinals. The Dodgers, even with Max Muncy out, I will say win this game 5-1. Would the Giants rather play the Braves or Brewers rather than the wild card winner? I would think so. But the Braves and Brewers are playing each other. I'll give you my picks on that on Wednesday. Yankees and Red Sox. I think this is gonna be a hitter's paradise. The weather's supposed to be pretty decent. I think tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow evening, maybe Wednesday evening. Eovaldi, I keep him in the game, but I think it's going to be a one-run game. And don't forget, if they go to extra innings, No runner at second in the playoffs. The runner at second is done for the year. We don't have to worry about that anymore this year. I'm going to say it's going to be a one-run game. I'm going to say 6-5 Yankees. I'll take um, 5-1 Dodgers. I'll say they're going to beat up on the Cardinals. That'll put the Dodgers going to San Francisco, and that'll have the Yankees going to Tampa. So really, the two best American League teams are going to be taking on each other, and the two best National League teams are going to be playing each other. That's pretty much the way I look at it. Are the rosters 26 players for the playoffs? Um, I'm not sure if it got expanded to 28 or not. I know it's not 30 this year. They didn't pop them up to 30, but I think it's at least 26, maybe 28. Um, the Rays playing in a dome, Astros playing in a dome. The American League has a big advantage here. What's up, Frank? That they have a big advantage here. So if any rains come to Giants or the Brewers, the Brewers may play in a dome too. You guys help me out on that one. But the Braves don't play in a dome. If it rains in the National League parks, American League teams could get theirs over with, done, playing in Tampa. Now, obviously, you got to go back to New York or Boston, whichever one. Brewers have a retractable. I don't think the Braves do, and I know the Giants don't. But the Astros, okay, retract. So the Giants series with either the Cardinals or the Dodgers, chances are against the Dodgers have had what, 4 rainouts in their existence since the 1950, so 54, 57 or something like that. Since they came to LA, they've had 4 rainouts. Incredible. Incredible. You think about that, guys. Hell, you get 4 rainouts sometimes in a week here in my area. It just rains and rains and rains, and the Dodgers have had like 4 or 5 rainouts in their existence. It's crazy. So the chances of rain out in LA is very slim. The Giants, they get a little more rain, but looks like we may be able to get most of these games off without a hitch. Obviously, if we play in Chicago for the World Series, that could play a factor. If we play in Boston or New York for the World Series, that could play a factor. Rain last night and this afternoon here too. Yeah, it's been raining here too, John. Yeah, it's raining here in central part of Virginia. It's been raining on and off. We kind of need it. We kind of need it, but it's not different. Really, really hot. It's not really, really cold. So, yeah, the Yankees, Red Sox, Cardinals, and Dodgers. I'm taking the road team in the American League. I'm taking the Yankees. How did your weekend sales go? They went pretty well. Not as good as last fall, I don't think. But Thursday was our best day. Friday was our second best day. Saturday was our worst day, and we didn't even sell on Sunday. We didn't sell on Sunday. We elected not to. My sister-in-law was in town, and yeah, we enjoyed ourselves. We went out to dinner a couple times, and I just wasn't at home very much. When I was at home, I was manning the ship here. The wife, she went, did a little bit of yard sailing, but not a lot. She stayed here a lot with me, so that's what went on. Next week, don't forget we got a number 3 versus a number 4 in college football. Penn State going to Iowa. Um, Cats beat Notre Dame. Bengals win Thursday. Boys team won Saturday. Great weekend. Yeah, Cincinnati, the Bearcats cannot afford for Notre Dame to go into Virginia Tech this weekend and get beat. I think this is a prime game for Notre Dame to possibly lose. This is one they cannot afford to lose. Uh, the Bearcats right now are right on the precipice of making the playoffs, but the way they judge them is according to who they've played and where they're ranked. They cannot afford for the Fighting Irish to lose any more games. They got to have them win. Um, Iowa, Penn State, one of those two dropped this week. But Cincinnati they may drop two even if they win. That's the sad part. It could happen, guys. It could darn well happen. Don't be surprised if it does happen. Tonight, um, let's see. Tonight's game we got Raiders at the Chargers. Chargers are a 3.5 point favorite. We didn't take a hook except John Wise took a hook on that one. He still took the Chargers. Rest of us took the Raiders. If the Raiders win, they're 4-0. They're looking really good right now. And next week, the Chiefs and the Bills are playing each other. That's another big time game, and they're playing in Arrowhead. That's going to be some. It's going to be some great games coming up next week. Georgia, Auburn. That's going to get played next week. Oklahoma, Texas. Another big game next week. Arkansas, Ole Miss they're going to play next week. And when's the last time you could say this one? LSU traveling to number 16 Kentucky, and Kentucky is favored to win that ball game. Browns get the Chargers on a short week. Yeah, they do. They're going to play them next week on, was it third? Yeah, you're right. Chargers are going to have a short week coming to them. Yep. You're going to do some Status Pro hoops on your channel. I will, Frank. I certainly will. I'll tell you the seasons I got. I think I got 80, 81, 81, 82, and I want to say 92, 93 coming this way. This is what I'm thinking about doing. This is what I'm thinking that I can do. Maybe East Coast playoffs, okay? And then the West Coast playoffs. And best 2 out of 3. Let each team play home game, and then flip a coin to see who's going to play the home game, the third game. This is back when the Kansas City Kings were still playing. If I didn't have to worry about the point spreads, I have been 10-6 these first 3 weeks. Yeah, John, point spreads are a bitch, and that's why Vegas can get you. Vegas can bite you big time and hard time. Those hooks, man, 3.5, 4.5, 6.5, and 7.5. This next week coming up, we've got an NFL team favored by 10.5 points. And they've only covered the spread twice. That's the weird part. A team is favored by 10.5 next week, and they've only covered the spread twice. But Vegas has good buffets, says John. You're right. You're right. They have good breakfast. They have good breakfast specials too. Steak and eggs and coffee and everything for less than $10. Hard to beat that one too. Who you like, guys? Vegas made major bank on the Jets. Oh yeah, they made big time money on the Jets. They made big time money on the Washington football team too. Yeah, Washington slid through and scrubbed through. You guys, straight up, we're not going through anything. Yankees and Cole, Red Sox Evaldi in Fenway. Who do you like, Yanks or Red Sox? Throw it up there real quick in chat. Hook, ruler of worlds, what's going on? Yeah, the Giants made money for him because and Hook likes the Red Sox. John Wise likes the Red Sox. What do you think, guys? Garrett Cole, Nate Evaldi, but they are playing. Cleveland baseball fan. Come on, bruh. Come on. You got to help me out. Give me a note when you start. I would like to see how you play. Got to fly. Have a blessed day. All right, Frank, I will. Yeah. And I'll even come on live again. That way, a lot of times when I come on live, you guys catch me. Sometimes you don't catch me, but I'll try to run with a little bit of a schedule. I'll try to. Come on, Cleveland. You got to run with somebody. Can both lose in the Cardinals versus the Dodgers game. Hook. Uh, Cardinals, um, Wainwright versus Dodgers Scherzer. I've told you what I've said all year. I think Scherzer is, simply put, the best pitcher in baseball. I'll take the Dodgers. I'll take the Dodgers all day long. What do you guys think of this one? Cardinals, Dodgers in Ch- Chavez Ravine. And Hook Ruler of the World says the Dodgers versus the Rays World Series. I'm picking. I'm actually not taking one of those teams right now. And Cleveland Baseball says he likes the Yankees and he likes the Dodgers. The Dodgers have come through some injuries now. What's up, B.R. Wells? We know already Max Muncy is out. He is out. Now we're finding out Kershaw is out. Kershaw may be done for the playoffs, and he may be done for a few months. We'll see. But it looks like his playoffs are done this year. A lot of people I know are hoping the Astros lose to the White Sox. Oh, well, it'll be a new team in there. I just think the Dodgers right now are ripe for the picking. I really do. I think they're ripe for the picking. I don't think the Cardinals beat them, but what's up, Darius? Well, welcome back, my friend. He's emailed me a few times, and Darius, uh, welcome back. Welcome back. You got yourself a car in the YRL series, and we're glad to see you back, my friend. And I hope you feel better. Red Sox and Dodgers is who Keith likes. Uh, Darius, Yankees with Cole, Red Sox with Evaldi. They're going to play a play-in game, the wild card game. Who you like, Yankees or Red Sox? Everybody in here so far has liked the Red Sox, except for Cleveland baseball fan. Cardinals and Dodgers. We got Wainwright. I'm in the best state of mind in months. That's wonderful. That is great. That's what you got. That's a lot. That means a lot. Yeah. Calm settings, cool blue waters. And when you're not in cool blue waters, find a place that can set you that way. Hey, you like the Yankees there? You like cold and wind? How about Wainwright versus Scherzer? Cardinals versus the Dodgers. No one's picked the Cardinals yet, but I tell you, Scherzer to me, I'm telling you guys, if he becomes a free agent, and at 38 years old, either the Giants in the National League DS or the Brewers in this could knock off the Dodgers. LA will win the wild card game. Yeah. Certain people I had to get away from because they were bad news in my life. Yeah, man. I got you. Totally understand that. Totally understand that. You go with the Cardinals. So Darius is going to run with the Cardinals. I'm going to say this. I think Scherzer can be the highest paid per year player if he goes and tests the market next year. You're going to have some team out there going to pay him more than $40 million for 2 or 3 years. Probably $130 million for 3 years. That's what I figure he's going to try to get. And I think somebody will pay it. I don't necessarily think the Dodgers will do it. And I don't necessarily think the Padres will do it. The Rockies would be the perfect place, except he will not have a good breaking ball in Colorado. Um, all right, John Watts, have a good one. Who has more RBIs in the wild card game, Rizzo or Schwarber? Uh, man, oh man. You know what? I'm going to go with Schwarber in that one. I'm going to go. He will stay on the West Coast. My prediction, B.R. Wells. He's gonna go where the money's at. He's gonna go where the money's at. Whoever's willing to throw him 40 million per, he's going that way. Um, hell, he'll go to Tampa if they offer him that much. They won't offer that much. Um, there are some teams out there. He'll stay on the West Coast. My prediction, and I think he'd like to stay there. I don't think Seattle's going to offer him that much money. I don't think the Giants offer him that much money. The Padres and Dodgers. Don't be surprised if an Angels owner opens his checkbook for him. It could happen, but the Angels seem to always want to go with the hitters. They always seem to go with the hitter. I don't know why. They've always done it. And you know, there's some of their pitching prospects has bit them in the ass a few times. Um, the Rockies sounds like the way they could go, and I'll tell you another team could happen. Astros. Astros are going to have a couple of players off their books next year. The Astros may be the place he ends up landing, and they're going to get Verlander back next year. That team is going to be stacked, and not that they're not now, but they're stacked more offensively now. Next year, if they get Verlander and they were to have Scherzer, who wants to? Yeah, Angels like pitching big time. You're right. Uh, Called Cincinnati upset over Notre Dame. You're right, Hook. He did. He did. Said that Bartolo Colon may have been the last true ace the Angels have had. Yeah, the Angels have been bad for a few years, and it's sad for Mike Trout. Mike Trout, and he's been injured the last month and a half, but he's never played around a team that even sniffed the playoffs. And hell, he's getting up on almost 30 years. He's right at 30 years old now. He may I think he's even older than 30. The NBA, I'm losing interest in. Hook. A lot of us are. A lot of us are. It's you can see who they're trying to base the league around, and it's not a plethora of talent. They're just trying. See, that's the thing. LeBron James is who they're putting all their eggs in that one basket. If he gets hurt, where do they go? Where do they go from there? See, I'm with you, and that's a shame. LeBron James is a talented ball player. Do I think he's a top 5 player of all time? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'll piss a lot of people off when I say it. I don't think LeBron James is a top 5 talent of all time. I think he's coming here. He's playing now where the league's a little bit on its downswing. You look at 1992. Look at 1992 at the team we sent to the Olympics. Look at how many Hall of Famers right there. Yeah. Uh, I mean, you can just list them. Just list the Hall of Famers. And we're talking about Bird. We're talking about Magic. We're talking about Michael. And they were all on that one team. And now they can't get anybody to play. They can't get anybody because it's not money. It's no money in it. Those guys won for the pride of the country back in the day, 30 years ago. Nowadays, if you're not forking cash my way, we're not going to do it. Zion Williamson is my favorite player currently. Zion, he gained a little weight last year. He's a fun player to watch. He really is a fun player to watch. I think a lot of kids love to watch Steph Curry shoot. I think a lot of people there's some attitudes in the NBA I think could get switched around a little bit. I'm not a big Westbrook fan. I don't know what is the latest on Watson and his NFL suspension. Right now, as far as I know, he's not suspended by the NFL at all. But we don't know if the NFL has contacted them, talking about them being Houston, and told them, look, we would prefer him not to be being played right now. Okay. There's still an investigation going on. All I know is Houston wants to get rid of him. Houston wants to get rid of him. Any team that gets him right now, okay, any team that gets him right now and gives up 3 1s and 3 3s, they're fools. They're fools because he may not ever step foot on the field for you. He may not ever step foot on the field, and 3 number ones. Who the hell out there is worth 3 number ones right now? Who is your honest 5 top NBA players of all time? Well, you got to put Kareem up there. and you got to put Russell up there, and you got to put um, Wilt. Those three really made the NBA. Then, man, you got so many ways to go. Personally, I think Michael Jordan was the best player I've ever seen play the game, and then Magic and Bird together made Magic themselves. Those six players, I would probably call my best six of all time. But there's been so many great players. Um, Steph Curry, I've never seen anybody could shoot a ball like Steph Curry. Never seen anybody could get rebounds like Dennis Rodman. Rodman was a clown off the court, but my God, he was 6'6". He weighed 220 pounds, and he could get in there and out jump, out hustle, outrun anybody. You can doubt him all you wanted to, but to me, he was he was a tough player, tough player. Barkley the same way. Barkley the same way. There was so many. Charles Oakley. Anybody remember Charles Oakley? He's not a top player of all time. He was just a tough player. Bill Laimbeer. I mean, nowadays the guys in the NBA now to play Laimbeer, can you imagine? Are you kidding me? Laimbeer would probably get suspended 40 games just for the way they played. Yeah. Run like a deer, underrated passer. Yeah. Yeah. Rodman played the game. He played the game. That's what he did. Oh my gosh, you can go for so many teams. If you really like dunks back in the day, who dunked it any better than the guy down in Atlanta, man? Rasheed Wallace, walking technical foul. Do you guys remember Dominique Wilkins? Nobody. I mean, he could do things with a basketball a lot of guys couldn't. Hakeem Olajuwon, maybe the best center of all time as far as just having great moves and all. And there's so many good ones. Moses Malone, just a guy that just had steady moves, could rebound a basketball. He was really a good ball player. Allen Iverson, a great point guard. Mount Rushmore of hoops: Chamberlain, Russell, Jordan, Bird, Magic, or DJ. Uh, I think Magic was a better player than Dr. J. I do. Dr. J. Dr. J. was big time, making going from ABA to the NBA. That was his big stride. This weekend, Iowa versus Penn State. Yep. Um, Guess who's favored, guys? Does anybody know who's favorite? Oh yeah, Daryl Dawkins. Yeah, he he enjoyed breaking backboards. Does anybody know who's favored in this game? Penn State at Iowa. Who's favored? And it's nope. Iowa's favored this week. And in pro football, there was a team that was favored 8 a.m. this morning, and 8.5 hours later, they are underdogs. The Browns were favored by a point and a half. Now the Chargers are favored by a point. That could change after tonight's game, depending on injuries, stuff. But the Browns are going to the Chargers as an underdog next week. Steelers came off the board. They came off the board for a while today. I don't know what happened. They were 5.5 point favorites against the Broncos. Now they're 1 point favorite. I don't know what has happened there in Steeler camp. Um, I know things are a bit rocky up in Pittsburgh, but I don't know what came. They actually pushed them off the board in Vegas for like an hour and a half today. I don't know. So uh, with Washington football team got raided. So comes. Oh, I don't know about that. Um, Saints are a point and a half favorite. It's all against Washington next week. So a lot of people were impressed by the way Washington played yesterday. And the Eagles, this is the one that really surprised me. The Eagles are going to Carolina next week. Carolina's a 3.5 point favorite against the Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to be pissed in that game. Um, Make a case, Pistol Pete Maravich. Oh man, Pistol Pete. Yeah. There's so many, man. Um, what's up, Bleacher Bums? We were just talking about Mount Rushmore hoops, um, and some of the Washington football head trainer Ryan Vermillion placed on leave after federal raid at the team facility. Wow, really? Best team should be the Cardinals in the NFL right now. I've said all along, I think the Cardinals are the best team in the NFC right now. I do think so. AFC, it's definitely not the Chiefs. It's definitely not the Chiefs. The Chiefs they've got some problems, and they're playing Buffalo next week. They have got one hell of a schedule to play, and they're gonna have uh, they're gonna lose some games. And if the Raiders go 4-0 tonight, and the Chiefs could be in some trouble. Chiefs may be, you know, um, my picks this week. They looked really really bad, and we got to get Bleacher Bums back on here too. Bleacher Bums, we got to see his tan. He was he was in. Should the media just leave Urban Meyer alone? I, Urban Meyer, I don't, Urban Meyer's clubbing it up, and the way I feel about it, um, their team is going to take care of that very very soon. I don't look for Urban Meyer to stay around very long. He's not going to stay there. What's up, Roger Ward? College football this week. Tribe has already left us, and let me tell you why Tribe's already left us. He went 7-14. Um, no, it's Tribe. Tribe's still with us. I went 10-11. Harris went 12-9, and Keith went 13-8. NFL, man, I tell you what, I stunk a joint up. I'm 5-10 so far. Keith is 6-9. John is 6-9. Harris and Tim are 8-7. So they uh, no love. Yeah. He's not a very smart guy. Urban Meyer's not. Um, we I wanted, we threw it out to everybody earlier. Everybody that hasn't voted yet, go for it right here. Yankees with Garrett Cole on the mound against Red Sox with Nate Eovaldi. They're going to be playing it in. They're going to be playing in Boston at Fenway. Who wins this ball game? And the overwhelming. It's been four votes put in. 3 Red Sox, 1 Yankees. And I've been no, it's 3-2 then because I said the Yankees, but 3 other people said said the Red Sox. Uh, so what do you guys think? Anybody that has not voted yet? Yankees with Garrett Cole on the mound, Red Sox with Nate Eovaldi on the mound. But I do understand that the Red Sox do have Big Lanky available if they need him. So we'll see what happens. If nothing has changed since 2 days ago, I have not heard. So we'll see what happens. So, Bleacher Bums, who you liking? Yankees or Red Sox in that game? B.R. Wells, Roger Ward. Who you liking? Yankees or Red Sox? And arrogant piece of shit. Oh my goodness. Not a big yeah. Roger Ward likes the Yankees. Bubba Wallace becomes. Oh, did he win the race today? Oh, okay. Bubba Wallace. Anthony is Yanks. That is a given. Yeah. Man, only saving grace is cold as pitching. I got you. Cardinals and Dodgers. We've already got one. Darius has said the Cardinals with Wainwright. He just signed an extension for 1 more year, but they go in against Scherzer. Who else out there is brave enough to pick the Cardinals? And I just named the guys that the Cardinals beat in that 17-game stretch. That 17-game stretch, they didn't face much pitching, man. They really did not face Marcus Stroman and Marcus Stroman and Sonny Gray were the two best pitchers they faced in that 17-game stretch. They really were. They really were. Everybody likes the Dodgers in this game. What about Bleacher Bums? B.R. Wells likes the Red Sox. Ian White, welcome. Ian White, welcome. I think everybody likes the Dodgers. I think Scherzer is the. I think he's going to win Cy Young this year. Dodgers and Yanks. That's the way I went. I went Dodgers and Yankees too. I like one of the road teams there. I don't like the Dodgers going to the World Series. Max Muncy injury is big, and so is Kershaw. Kershaw being out means a lot. Kershaw's out, and they said it could be extended periods of time. Playoffs is done, but it could be extended, and I guess that means into next year. Um, Luis Rojas um, gets fired from the Mets. Girardi, he's cleaned house on the offensive side. He fired his batting coach. Um, some of the other coaches have been fired that he hired. The other big news: Facebook has been down worldwide all day. Oh, okay. Ah, that's what B.R. Wells said. Yeah, I got a feeling Girardi is probably going to be in his last year, and we're going to see what happens with the guy in New York. I think he's almost in a must-win game here. I really do. Um, I think he's almost in a must-win game. I'm not sure he's not going to get. Uh, I'm not sure he's not going to get fired if he loses this game. Um, Yankees Nation is not too happy right now with him. Um, yeah, yeah, that's why I'm saying Kershaw's deal. They have extended it, saying he may not, and they've almost come to the point where they think he may not pitch again. Um, yeah, that they were way too. Uh, yeah, the Yankees way too inconsistent. That team was capable of winning 100 games this year. Remember at the beginning of the season, we even said we thought the Dodgers would win 100. They did. We didn't think the Giants would, I don't think. But we also said the Yankees win 100. They won 92, and they didn't look good winning 92. I mean, they went 92 and 70. I mean, that team, yeah, they lose 3 or 4 in a row. And the Red Sox beat up on them a lot this year. Red Sox beat up on them a lot. So I think there's a good chance if Cole loses this game, Boone may be done. And the hearing everywhere that I'm hearing the words right now, it's coming. I mean, from everywhere right now. Showalter was the word mid-season. Now, um, I'm hearing other names being called. Uh, I'm not hearing Mattingly's name now as much as I was hearing that earlier in the year. I actually thought Mattingly going to the Yankees would have been a great move, but I'm hearing some other names, and I really don't know if the Yankees want to go that direction or not. I would think Mattingly would make a lot more sense than some of the names I'm hearing. The other guys are a little older, uh, maybe a little more too brisk for the situation, like a Ned Yost. Ned Yost, I'm not sure that's who you want right now. That big run, Boone would have already been. Yeah, you're right. When he did his interview after being pulled with the injury, he mentioned the elbow issue, then quickly changed to forearm. Yeah, yeah, you're right. And the thing of it is, to Dusty, Dusty old fart Baker and Tony Human old zombie Larusa. Yeah, Larusa, he's got to be in his last legs right there with the White Sox, whether they win or whether they lose. Um, yeah, Mattingly to me looks like so much of a smarter move than to get Showalter. Buck Showalter, to me, to me, I think he's another Girardi, except Showalter just gets fired up a little more. That's all. I don't think Girardi's the right fit in New York right now. I definitely don't think he's the right fit in Philly. But somebody like a Mattingly, I think would be bad. Tingler will be out in San Diego. Um, I think he'll get one more year. I think he'll get one more year. Who's going to have the best hitting stats this playoffs? Oh man. We talking about teams? Watch out for the Astros, man. Watch out for the Astros. I'm already predicting. I'm already predicting them to get Scherzer next year. The Astros. I think the Astros get him. Um, Obviously, a couple of guys in here seem to like the Angels getting him. I don't know if he wants to go with the Angels or not. Girardi was not well liked by the players in New York, and he's not well liked. He's not well liked at all uh, by Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper's not. He's not really. Um, he's not his choice. That's for sure. Um, there's so many ways. Bud Black. Bud Black, I've heard his name mentioned in Philadelphia. I think he'd be a great selection, but they got to get some pitching first to make him a good manager. Going to predict Scherzer going to St. Louis next season. It could happen. It could happen, but they just signed Wainwright to an extension. I don't think it happens, especially with them just getting that third baseman over this year. That's a big contract. They've got a big contract on both of the corners and now three big pitchers in there. I don't think so. I was happy to see my boy Zach finally get untracked a bit yesterday. Um, oh yeah. You're talking about the Jets. I gotta figure out what we're talking about there. Yeah, the Jets yesterday did impress. They won. Um, and now we're just wondering will the Jags ever win a game? Um, Ryan Zimmerman, I've heard. Yep. All right, Roger. Have a good one. Um, a lot of good football games this week. Bleacher Bums, you want to join us tomorrow night, 7:00? Tribe can't. Tribe can't be with us tomorrow night. 7:00 before your time. And then we're going to start with college. And then about 4:30, we'll be ready to go to pro. 4:30 your time, we'll go to pros. If you can't make it at 4:00, you're in 4:00. Okay, very cool, very cool. We've got so many good college games going this week, man. Uh, Georgia, Auburn, Penn State, Iowa, Oklahoma, Texas. Um, that's just up top there. Um, Arkansas, Ole Miss. Going to see new Venom movie. Yeah, very cool, Tim. No problem there, bro. Um, and I'm going to tell you right now, watch out for a Notre Dame letdown. They're going to Virginia Tech. That's not the easiest place to play. The biggest supporter of Notre Dame this week will be Cincinnati. Cincinnati can ill afford to have Notre Dame tank it this week. Um, so, does Fields show any signs of being a good quarterback in the future, Anthony? I know he has only started 2 games. Um, to me, I think he's got too many holes. I think there's holes in his games. I really do. I'll tell you, did Jones impress anybody last night? Did anybody watch him play last night? To me, he's the most impressive quarterback out there. Of all of them I'm watching right now. And like I say, I'm biased just because that's who I picked from the start being a good one. Who will get fired first? NFL. Matt Nagy should. Matt Nagy should. They won last week, right? Didn't it? Let's see. Did they win this week? Yeah, the Bears won this week, so he won't get fired yet. Um, Urban Meyer's not getting fired as much as anybody wants to see it happen. He's not going to get fired. Um, Eagles coach is not going to get fired. I keep hearing that. Giants coach could. Giants coach could darn well get fired. And then we don't know where the Texans is lying right now. Texans, they just so confused with everything. If I'm betting, I'm still going to say Matt Nagy gets fired first. I think he will. Um, Fields is going to be a decent quarterback, I think. But right now, to me, Jones, I'm telling you, I think he will. I see Fields as a Kaepernick type quarterback, not great, very. Jones has for sure been the most consistent. He has a great offensive coordinator. Yeah, if you didn't, and look, you tell me what you want to tell me. If you put a 12 on the kid right now, he does not look that much different than Brady when he's in the pocket. He doesn't. Now I'm not going to come out here and say he's a Hall of Famer and all that garbage. I'm not pushing no trash on you. But when he's in the pocket, he's composed. He throws the ball. Now he throws a lot of balls, long balls too far over. He doesn't have the post pattern 40, 45, 50-yard throw that Brady can sit right there on a dime. He doesn't have that pass. But the outs, the 15-yard cross, the 20-yard cross, 20, 25 outs, he can do all that. Just he doesn't have the 40-plus yard long bomb accuracy. I don't know if he's got it. Which Williams sister has won more Grand Slam titles? That's Serena. Which country won the very first FIFA World Cup? Um, hell, I don't know. Brazil, maybe. Jones has a very quick. Yeah, he has a good release. Yeah, Serena won that. Um, yeah, it's definitely Serena. Um, what do you guys think? NFL's first coach to get fired this year. I think it's Matt Nagy. Why would Matt Nagy not be fired? He is. Trevor Lawrence is overrated. You know, I'm going to say this, and I may not be liked. Let's say Trevor Lawrence had an offensive line. He would have a chance, man. Look at some of the guys that haven't had all. Just like Zach Wilson doesn't have a very good offensive line. There's some guys out there that's played. All right, let's turn it. Let's flip a script. Look at the guy that's been in Detroit for the last 12 years or 11 years. He's out there playing with the Rams now. Don't tell me it doesn't make a difference if you got an offensive line and some guys that can catch a football. It makes a difference, man. It makes a difference. Trevor Lawrence is playing with a terrible offensive line. Yeah. Which sport is Nagy or Meyer? I don't think Meyer gets fired. I don't. I just don't think. I just don't think Meyer. I don't think there's no way they fire him. Which sport is best known as the king of sports? Yeah, Darius, I do play GeoGuessr sometime. Can't play tonight though, because I have myself a date. I have myself a date with somebody this evening, and it's not my wife. He will quit. Yeah, he may quit. Yeah, I have a date this evening. Let me just show you with who it is. This fella right here. My dad just turned 88 today. Turned 88 years old today. Yep. And here's his buddies with him right here. Yeah, you guys probably don't know who they are. Uh, they're a singing duo, and they do a lot of religious songs and stuff like that. And I mean, they're well renowned guys. So, yep, 88 for Dad. Papa Rob turns that, and yeah, I think I'm gonna put a little video up probably on my YouTube here, him fishing. I think I'm gonna do that, and he was pretty tickled about that. So that's really cool. Um, have a meeting. Talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, man. Yep. I'm gonna send you an invite before 4 o'clock your time tomorrow. Be looking for the invite. If you're late, no problem. Just pop up when you pop up. Matt Sharver, up until yesterday, I was saying Joe Judge. Giants were dead in the water, came back to win. That's playing for your coach. Yeah, Joe Judge could still he could still get fired though. He can still get fired. And I'll tell you another one. Watch it for the Miami coach to get fired. Miami is such a wishy-washy town. You just don't know what to expect. Miami can play up to their competition and play down to their competition. Their defense can be great, and they can be as sorry as anything. And their offense is just not that great. Thanksgiving games this year, I got the games right here. Um, I can find out for you real quick. NFL Thanksgiving games this year. They got the Bears at the Lions. That's going to be the 12:30 game Eastern time. Raiders at the Cowboys. That's an impressive game at 4:30. And then that night, Bills at the Saints. I don't know about that one, man. Why wouldn't they have like Bills at the Bucks? Uh, I think the Bills and the Chiefs game would have been better for the. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. Um, yeah, so it's Bears and Lions on Fox, Raiders and Cowboys on CBS, and Bills and Saints at night. Trash dumps versus jabronis. No more trash dump in a week. We don't do that anymore. Uh, we may go back to it here before long and all. Um, to me, the best team in the NFC right now is the Cardinals. Now that's subject to change the first hit that quarterback takes. First hit that quarterback, but their defense is winning games for them. Their defense is tough, man. The Cardinals, they are really, really tough, and they get another test this weekend out west. Um, yeah, who's out there playing this week? They got the 49ers this week, don't know. Yeah, they get to play at home though against the 49ers this week. Um, you want the stupidest line of the week? Um, mm, wow. Dumbest line of the week this week. Bills versus the Chiefs. I think this line is crazy. Bills at the Chiefs Sunday night. Anybody don't look at the line, just tell me who you think's favored by how much. Bills at the Chiefs. Be a shame if Brian Flores was fired. I really want him for the Tampa job for hired Arians. Yeah, Arians is not my favorite coach. Arians walked in on a bundle there. He walked in on a bundle. Bills at the Chiefs. What do you think your line is today on that? What do you guys think about that? Bills and the Chiefs. What kind of line is gonna? Who you think's favored and by how much? Just put a minus whatever. Who you think's favored? Don't look it up though. To me, I couldn't believe this line. And Dwayne Martin says 7.5 for KC. Bills -4, says Darius. See, that there's a lot of people thinking a lot of different ways here. I'm looking at Kansas City as a flat team right now. Buffalo by 5. Um, Anybody else? Throw it out there real quick. Bills and Chiefs, the line that they're throwing at us right now. And you see, that tells you right there that Vegas is kind of thinking, okay, what is the public thinking? Because Dwayne March just put 7.5 Kansas City, and Keith put 5 Buffalo. That's a 12.5 point difference, guys. But one of you is close. Chiefs 3.5 point favorites. I don't see that. I don't understand that one because in order to be thrown a favorite, you got to be the. I mean, we realize Kansas City has a great offense, yes, but you cannot play so up and down, man. I mean, they they they're in some trouble right now. They're in some real trouble, and yeah, they won this week, but still, I mean, they beat what they beat the Eagles team, right? Yeah, 42-30. Um, the Eagles is not the Bills. Maybe because of the AFC Championship game memories. You may be right. You may be right there. We'll see. Um, I don't like the number. Just what I thought the line would be. Yeah, Chiefs a point and a half. Yeah, the 3.5, man. The hook. Can you imagine? I'm with you, Matt. I think maybe a point and a half is the most I could give the Chiefs. Um, yeah, I got you, Dwayne. No problem, man. Bills may run the ball on them. Yeah, and I think they got a better defense right now. Kansas City's going to have a lot of problems, I think. We're going to be back here and talk about all this tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Matt Sharver, Dwayne March, any of you guys, let me know if you're interested in coming on here. Matt, you want to come on? You want to come on live with me tomorrow night, or Dwayne? If all you got to have is a cam, and I can put you on. I can put you on the StreamYard again. We're gonna do college picks, top 25, start at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and then we're hoping by 7:30 Eastern time we start with the college picks. So all you gotta do, Matt, is let me know if you're interested, or Dwayne, either one. We can have you on. Uh, don't have a That's okay, Dwayne. Join us. Join us live. You can definitely put your picks up there, and the crowd of us crazies will be live tomorrow night. We need your dad's baseball picks. All right, I'll You know what? My dad is a Braves man. My dad is a Braves man all the way. Um, yeah, he'll kind of ramble on and say, I don't know. But if I can get him out here sometime tomorrow, I might get him on here live. I might even get him to wear this. Think he's cool, and see if he can sit with me right here. Um, uh, how about that? Uh, um, so Matt, if you want to, all you gotta do is get in touch with me and say, "Yeah, man, we'll do live." I may even, I may even get uh, wild enough to do a StreamYard with my dad. Okay, and have him cut in half with me and use two computers, so you could actually catch me on one of my computers and him. It's wild the way you can do it. It really is. But I can use both computers here and StreamYard both. It's wild. StreamYard's some wild stuff, and but I'll have a split in the middle, so it doesn't matter. You'll come on, okay, Matt? Yeah, yeah. 7 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow night. Yeah, I'll send you an invite. Um, I need to put down everybody that's interested in coming in. How about? And we know Keith. We know my man Keith's gonna be here. Bleacher Bums Gaming. Keith. Um, John Wise didn't tell. He didn't say he wasn't. Matt, and yeah, that's four. If we get a couple more people, let's see. Oh, Harris, it's five. So it'll be six of us right now. That's looking good. So Harris Jessup will be here if he doesn't have something going on. He'll come on with us. He enjoys the show too. All right, guys. If I'm able to get my dad on, I will get him to make baseball picks. He loves it. Baseball is his thing. He won't make football picks. He will not watch football. Uh, One of my cats will likely be on. Keith, your cat makes some of your decisions for you or something. It's I love to listen to him meow. And then if we can get Bleacher Bum's dogs to bark, get them to bark and meow against each other, that'd be pretty cool. You all have a great rest of your evening. Okay, we're going to go take Dad out to dinner. Um, and we'll see if I can get him on. If I can get him on tomorrow, um, yeah, and we'll see if he'll talk. Eat anything good lately? Yeah. We took my sister-in-law out for pizza and steak dinner. It won't be steak dinner tonight. No. Um, who else makes cheese? Who else eats cheeseburgers and doesn't put the cheese on until after it gets on the after you put it on the bun, then lay the cheese on it? I'm nuts. I know. I may be the only one that does that. Um, let's see. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. We had pizzas the other night, and they were good. I take pictures of my pizzas too often. That's Here we go. Right here. That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. Yeah. That was a good one right there. And we went back to the same place, and they fixed me another one just like it. Uh, if you live in Lynchburg, Virginia area, I can hook you up with that place. And then me and my wife on our 12th anniversary, we had sopapilla. Sopapilla. Does anyone know what sopapilla is? Sopapilla. Don't be nasty. Uh, sopapilla. Let's see if I can find it. That was the other night. There's sopapilla right there. That stuff is good. What that is, that's like kind of like a breaded type thing, and they put like something kind of like some kind of syrup on it, and then they put that whipped cream over the top of it. Those damn things are good, man. Sopapilla, sopapilla. I I didn't. My man hooked me up with the words, and he's teaching me a little bit about it. But yeah, I didn't know how to say it until he told me about it. We're heading out. You all have a great evening. God bless. We will talk to you soon. And should I not wear this shirt tonight? Yeah, I got a Roethlisberger shirt. Might be a good thing to change yet before I take my dad out tonight. So we'll probably do that. Have a great evening. God bless. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.